What's up, everyone? Josh Langley. Welcome back to another Let's Talk Gaming. So earlier today, I made technically yesterday, I made a video on my anime collection tour 2025. I'm gonna do my video game collection 2025 for you guys, just as a follow up. So that way, most of you guys have been asking about to see my collection. We'll be able to see it. So, with that being stated, my whole entire collection you can find is right here by my CPAP. Yeah, right there's my entire collection. There's my CPAP and the water and stuff. But we'll get into it here in a second. First things first, we'll go into my collector's edition stuff, and then get into the specifics of the games itself. There's a lot here. It's just as extensive as my anime collection, as you can see there, over there. But it's, if not a little bit bigger than my anime collection, to be honest. But the value is probably, if not more valuable, or the same. So, yeah. So first thing we're going to start off with, Metaphor ReFantazio. This is the collector's edition. Can't tell you how lucky I got it. But yeah, so we got that, and then we have the collector's editions of these three bad boys. So right here is the complete set of Realm Reborn collector's editions for Final Fantasy XIV. So we have the PC version. We have so this is a PC version, collector's edition. We have the PS3 version, which is crazy, and the PS4 edition, which is probably the best looking one of all of them. But yeah, so I got all those. It's kind of crazy. I found this one online for a crazy price for like $40. This one I got for a crazy price for like $40. And this one I went to my mom and pop shop down there in Midville, Michigan, Pixel Perfect Games, and I found this there, and they had it for like $30. So crazy, I know. That's like a complete actual set of them now. So those are not here. They're actually in my closet that I put in there because they are really big and they eat up a lot of space. So I leave them there. Oh boy, where to start? We'll start up on top. Those are some crazy stuff, but yeah, here is some of the grails you'll see that I talk about. We'll just start with the limited editions and collector's editions and stuff for right here. And then we'll get into like PS4s right after that, and then PS1, I guess. Then we'll work ourselves down to the Xbox and Switch stuff. But yep, this is now you guys got to realize I'm a series collector, so I'm going to collect everything in the series. I don't have everything in all the series, but I have most of the stuff. Whereas for Final Fantasy, I collect everything Final Fantasy. So just kind of put that in perspective. So you might see me triple dipping, quadruple dipping, just because it is Final Fantasy on different systems, and I'm a Final Fantasy collector. That's my main thing I collect. So we have Final Fantasy X, 10-2, HD Remastered Limited Edition on the PS4. And then I have the Final Fantasy 13-2 Collector's Edition. Again, Final Fantasy X, 10-2, HD Remastered Limited Edition on PS3. Now we got the Persona Dancing. This is the collector's edition for the Vita. We have Persona 3 and Persona 5 Dancing. And this is Japanese only exclusive. I have the entire master set of Persona, so they might be scattered throughout the entire collection, but I have the entire collection, like every single game, every single platform for the Persona franchise. So just kind of put that in perspective. It's probably my second most expensive to that of my Final Fantasy franchise collection, upward near a couple thousand, whereas my Final Fantasy collection is like upward near 3-something thousand itself. So Grand Blue Fantasy. Relink, this is the limited edition, I believe. Yep. No, we'll put those over here for now. The Tomb Raiders remastered 1 through 3. I do plan on getting 4, 5, 6. This was the limited runs version, physical collection. And yeah, I was pretty happy to pick that baby up. especially our MSRP. Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe Edition. Some grails here. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Deluxe Edition. This is a grail. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth Collector's Edition. Now, this is deluxe because this is part of my Collector's Edition. I'm not going to go all the way downstairs to grab my statue. You guys all know I have the Sephiroth statue. I bought the Collector's Edition through the Square Enix exclusive website. So this is part of that Collector's Edition, but I'm not going to put the big old gigantic box, which is like half this thing here in size, because I don't have the space for it. That's going to stay downstairs by my other boxes until I can find a place of my own, or until I can find more room or something to pull it out and, you know, hang it around. As for now, this is my living quarters, so this is what I got to live with. If I didn't have such a small room, I'd probably get more shelving units. But we'll see what I do. We have Ys Memories of Celceta. This is the PS4 limited edition. Suikoden 1 and 2 HD Remastered. Day 1 edition. We got Trinity Trigger Day 1 edition. Only thing I'm missing is that, which it's like 20 bucks online. I'll just buy it one of these days to complete it. So, yep. Oh boy. Try to put these things separate because these ones I'm still playing. Got to play through. We had the refined edition of Ys 9, or I think it's Ys 4, the Oath of Vulgata, I think is what it's called. And then these are the games I am currently in line to play. So I have right now that I'm playing through is Sword Art Online, Last Recollection. This is during the time of the Alicization arc, so I can't wait to play this. And I think this is its own offshoot. It's like an extra like art that's brand new, original, that wasn't part of the anime. So can't wait to play through it all. We do have Trails Through Daybreak Part 2. I do have 3 on pre-order, along with the Trails in the Sky Part 1. I have not finished Ys 10 Nordics. I kind of got off track, wanted to play a different game, got burnt out this game because the pacing is slow. I got about 70% through. I haven't went back to it, but I do plan on beating it eventually. It's the deluxe edition. Romancing Saga 2. Haven't had a chance to play this yet, but dope. Visions of Mana. I played like an hour. Haven't had a chance to go back to it yet. There's just so many things you can do in a day, you know. Tales of Graces. I played this back in the day, I believe, on the GameCube. And, yeah, I just picked it up on the remaster. So, yeah, you're going to see a lot of Tales of, a lot of, you know, those type of games, Trials, because those are the series that I really like. Okay, we'll just go through the rest of the Sword Art Online games. Sword Art Online Lost Song. I do have Hallowed Fragments digitally on PS4, digitally though, because it never came out physically, but I plan on buying the Vita version, which is physical, but it's only Japan, Japanese only. So then we have Hollow Realization. I don't know if I played this one yet or not. I'll have to pop in and see if I do. Didn't play it yet, but yeah, I think I have. I think that's one of them I beat. Fatal Bullet. And then Sword Art Online, Alicization Lycris. I do remember beating that one, I believe. Most of the Sword Art Online games I've beaten, so it's just the one I think that I haven't beaten yet, and that's the Last Recollection. Those are grails. We'll get into those here in a second. This is not even a video game. That's just a Final Fantasy soundtrack for Final Fantasy 13. But we'll get to that when we get to it. All right. This bad boy here is the original Final Fantasy 2, which is actually Final Fantasy 4, due to, you know, just marketing issues. But yeah, this is the SNES version of Final Fantasy 4. We got Final Fantasy 15 Deluxe Edition. This also includes Kingsglaive, the anime movie. So, yep. Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age Remastered Steelbook Limited Edition. This is an extra disc with the Final Fantasy 7 remake Enter the Raid. So technically that goes in its own place. This just goes with the Vintage Mana Limited Edition steel case that goes with the game that I got for the pre-order. Persona, like I said, I have the whole entire Master Collection of Persona 5, or Persona themselves. This is Persona 5. This is actually the steel case version that has the slipcover of it. Shin Megami Tensei 5. Yep. And Vengeance. This is a really good game. Really good game. And then the limited edition World of Final Fantasy. So, all right. Now, what do we do here? All right. This is the City of Final Fantasy. All right. Now you can see why I didn't want to go through all this. There's a lot of stuff I had to go through here. All right. Now, let's go on the top row here. We had Fantasia Neo Dimension. Never finished the game. Stupid hard. Final Fantasy 16. Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. Final Fantasy 7 Remake Enter the Raid. And Final Fantasy 7 Reunion. It's all on the PS5. So I guess we're going PS5 and backwards. Final Fantasy Origins, Stranger of Paradise. Dragon Quest 3 HD 2D Remake. Really good games. Star Ocean Divine Force. Great game. Star Ocean, the Second Story R. Great remake, by the way. Valkyrie Elysium. It's a reboot of the franchise. Good game. And then Persona 5 Tactica. Good game. I haven't beaten it, but good game. Nonetheless. Then we have Persona 3 Reload. This is what got me to collect the whole entire franchise right here. This bad boy. In fact, it was the Xbox version. Tales of Arise. We have Trails Through Daybreak. Legend of Heroes. Part 1. Legend of Heroes Trails into Reverie. Monarch. The Coagula Effect, Overdose. Assassin's Creed Mirage. Ratchet & Clank Ripped Apart. Astrobot. Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth Hacker's Memory. It's the second game of it. And Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Now we're getting into the PS4 games. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. Final Fantasy 15 Day 1 Edition. Final Fantasy 14 Stormblood. That's an expansion. That's the third one, I believe. Final Fantasy 14, The Complete Experience Online. This is, I think, just Heaven's Ward, yeah, and Realm Reborn. That's back in the day. Brings back some memories. Heaven's Ward for Final Fantasy 14, and the really rare to find, even though it's cheap, but it's really hard to find these days, a Realm Reborn, the original case for Final Fantasy 14 when it came out. This, I don't know why it's so hard to find, but this case in itself, like, it's exclusive to the PS4 for this little, this print off right here, and it's like $40-$50 if you go on eBay. I got the sucker for like $8 because I got lucky and found it, but seriously, it's stupid crazy. Final Fantasy 12, The Zodiac Age. I said I quadruple dip into Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy 10, 10, 2, AC Remastered. So, like, I'm not kidding when I say I triple dip into the Final Fantasy stuff. All right. Had to move those over there. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's go from the side like we did in the other one. That way I know how to put them back. Final Fantasy VIII. This is the PEGI version, but it still plays on your PlayStation because it's region-free. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Final Fantasy collection. This is 1 through 6. Physical collection of it. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Day 1 Edition. World of Final Fantasy, Day 1 Edition. Dissidia NT, Final Fantasy. It's the beat 'em up game. And Theorama, Final Bar Line. This is Final Fantasy. It's a side story. Kingdom Hearts, Melody and Memories. The rhythm game. Kingdom Hearts 3. Kingdom Hearts, the story so far. This is Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechain Your Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358 by 2 days, Kingdom Hearts 2 Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Recoded, Kingdom Hearts Dream by Distance, HD, Kingdom Hearts 2.0.2 Birth by Sleep, a fragmentary passage, and Kingdom Hearts X Black Clover, which is the mobile game. So this thing that was cool about this is that this included on the 2.5 and 1.5, or no, the 0.2 game that came out, and it actually included the Birth by Sleep. But that's all of them together. So this is 2.8 Final Prologue, and that's where this one had the 0.2, which is what made this one a big deal too when it came out, because it was the deleted content. It didn't make any sense when they deleted it, but they put it back in, so for like DLC purposes. So this is 1.5, 2.5 HD remake or remix. Just gives you those games. And then we have Neo: The World Ends With You. Trials of Mana. And then Secret of Mana. Maybe one of these days I'll organize them all into the actual categories of the franchises, but I've done that in the past. There's no reason for me to go back to it. I don't have the spacing for it, so I'm not going to. Dragon Quest Heroes 2. Dragon Quest Heroes. Dragon Quest Echoes of Elusive Age. That's Dragon Quest 9, by the way. Star Ocean, Integrity and Faithfulness. A lot of hate for this game. I really thoroughly enjoyed it, to be honest. Nier Automata. It's the Game of the Year edition. Yes. Nier Automata. Great game. Believe it or not, that was not a Game of the Year of the Game of the Year awards. That was Game of the Year of, I think, the Golden Game Awards. So, yeah. Nier Replicant. And that is version 1.22474487139er. Just had to. Grandia HD Collection 1 and 2. Great games. Tales of Berseria. Really, really good game. Alright. Tales of Systeria. Another really good game that a lot of people hate, actually, but I really thoroughly enjoyed it. That's the first game I got into for the Tales of franchise. Tales of Symphonia Remastered. Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel 4. I think, is it this one? Maybe not. I think it's 3. I think it's 3. Yeah. So 3. This is this thing right here, which is a really cool little panorama thing. This is exclusive to the Switch version. I pulled that out of the Switch version when I bought it, and when I returned it, I got like incomplete. I didn't really care price for it, but then I pulled put this in the PS4 version, just because I wasn't gonna give that up. That's too cool. So it's a collector item, you know. I don't care what they say. But yeah, this is Trails of Cold Steel 3. Really good games, by the way. Tales to Azure. Trails from Zero. And Nayuta, Boundless Trails. This is part of the Trails series. All right. Now we got Ys 9 Nordics or Monster Knox. Ys 7 Lucuria of Dana. One of my favorite games of all time. This is not in the right place, but whatever. This is Sonic the Hedgehog 06. So this is the remake. A lot of hate for the game. I believe this was the first Sonic game that I got into after probably 20 years of not playing Sonic. So this is what got me back. I thoroughly enjoyed it, really liked it. And then Sonic X Generations. Shadow X Generations. Yeah, really good game, nonetheless. I own the Generations as well. It's the first Sonic game I ever beat, too, was Sonic Generations on the PS3. Sonic Frontier. Sonic Superstars. Scarlet Nexus. Ni no Kuni 2, Irrelevant Kingdom. And Dot Hack, GU Last Recode. So that gives you Volume 1, 2, and 3. And I guess apparently gives you Volume 4 as well. All right. Now with that big old stack there, I'm going to leave those alone for now. I'm going to go through these real quick because, yeah, I ain't quiet. I don't know why he's whining. He's whining, though. All right, so these are some grails here. This is PlayStation Underground. This is the really rare Final Fantasy demo disc. So, yeah. It's very rare. Got it for a dirt cheap price, too. I think it was like $14. Final Fantasy 9. These ones I gotta have it in a certain way because I have these ones specifically organized. Final Fantasy 9, the Japanese version. Final Fantasy 8, English. Final Fantasy 8, Japanese. Final Fantasy 7, International. That's the Japanese exclusive. Final Fantasy 7, Greatest Hits version. Okay. And this is the Final Fantasy 7 English edition, but not Greatest Hits, but also, if I remember right, this one's got the misprint on it. There it is. Right there, you see where that little P and R is? That's a misprint, making this extremely valuable. Okay, this is extremely rare. As you can see here on this version, there is no misprint on it. So that drove up the price of this bad boy. And not every single one of the black cases had that either. That one does. And then you got the original Japanese Final Fantasy VII version. And this is Final Fantasy's collection, which is actually 4, 5, and 6 as a collection. All right. Whew. That's a book. This is Final Fantasy 13, Episode 1, which is a book novel series. Goes to the Final Fantasy 13 game for my pre-order that I had on it. All right. Threads of Fate. This is, like I said, these are the grails. This is getting into really expensive territory. Parasite Eve. First $300 game you guys are probably seeing. Valkyrie Profile 1. Yep, that's a $300 game. Star Ocean Second Story. Dragon Warrior, which is Dragon Quest 7 or 8 before they called it Dragon Quest. Woo! Chrono Cross. Final Fantasy Chronicles, which is just Final Fantasy 4 and Chrono Trigger. Final Fantasy Origins, which is Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy 2. Japanese Final Fantasy 2. Japanese Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy Tactics. Japanese Final Fantasy Tactics. Xenogears. And again, Final Fantasy Collector's Pack, Final Fantasy Anthology, which is just Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy VI. Now, I don't know why Xenogears is like that, but whatever. All right. All right. Now we're getting to weirder games. So this is the Rayman games. This is the ABC game because I have the Rayman franchise. Rayman. This is the cheaper version. This is like the $10 version versus the $50 version or the $80 version. $80 version is the long box version of this. I wasn't spending like $100 almost for the $80 version of this game just because it's the same game. This is the better definitive edition. Is where they fix a lot of the stuff. So I was like, I'm just going to keep that one. Tomb Raider, The Last Revolution. Tomb Raider Chronicles. Tomb Raider 3. Tomb Raider 2. Tomb Raider, the original. Grandia 2 on Sega Dreamcast. It's the original version. Grandia, this is the next one that's really expensive. This is about $100-something right here. 150, I think now. This is about 100. Suikoden, the original. Definitely a Suikoden game. Legend Dragoon. Oh, that's a legendary game. Legend of Legia. Now you open it up. I had the demo disc in there too, along with the actual reel of the game. I did that intentionally because this is the casing for it. I didn't want the game to be broken off the case. So, Legend of Legia demo disc. And the Rails. Okay. A $450 game. It's probably my second most expensive game here. Persona 2. Eternal Punishment. The Japanese version of Persona 2. And Persona Revelations. This is a $500 game with a very rare insert. So, and you got a complete in box. Just gorgeous game here. $500. I don't know if there's any way I can pause this. All right, guys, I'm sorry here. Okay. So that is just the top part. Okay. I'm going to push these all back to where they should be. This is a ginormous collection, I know. And as such, not very many people probably have these games, but you guys gotta understand, it's been years. Like I took years collecting these. A lot of them I did collect within the said time frame, but you're looking at years beyond years of just collecting. All right, so this is gonna go first. Yeah. This hard right now. I wonder how hard it's going to be when I get into the second shelf. Jeez, a weeks, and I knew this was going to be a little bit longer video, but it's okay. It's okay. I'm not complaining. I think this is supposed to go this way, but it's all right. How am I having them on there? I don't remember. I think I'm just doing it. Yeah, I think I'm just doing it like that, which is fine. I don't mind. All right. This one goes this way. All right. So yeah. Right. All right. Now I gotta put these ones back. Only thing that sucks about having a huge collection like this and, showing the whole entire collection like that is that you gotta put everything back, take everything out, and put everything back. Now, when it comes down to there, I'll probably just do that off camera, but as for pulling them out, it's a different story. I need the room, so I'm gonna put all these back, Oh boy. It's a lot of games, guys. As for game collection, I know for my anime collection, it's not that big compared to a lot of people's. Most people's, it's not that big. I know a lot of people are like, "Holy crap, that's a lot of games you got." No, it really isn't. Trust me when I tell you, it's it's really not. But video game collection wise, that is a pretty big collection that I have. So, all right. Get this collection right here back over here so I can grab them. All right. One second, I gotta do it a specific way, so that way I can put them in there right. Whew. Sorry, guys. All right. All right. Trust me, if I could, I would. I don't have the space, unfortunately, to do it. But I would just bring them all out and show you guys it. I know I've done it in the past, but I don't have that kind of space right now, so can't do that, unfortunately. All right. How did I do this? All right. Let's see here. Remember, right? I have those on the bottom. Yep. That one's got to go on the top. These on the bottom. Right, add that one up on top. Might have been in the bottom. And in the middle. That's what it was. Intentionally. Okay. Yep. All right. We'll leave it like that. These I'll put off camera. So, because I don't need the space for that. All right. Yeah. So let's get into this part of the show. So we have Persona 4 Dancing All Night, which is a Vita game. Put that there for now. Let's get into Switch games, I guess, first. Switch and PSPs. There's way more on the bottom here, guys, than there are on the top. So just FYI. All right. So we do have Pokemon Scarlet's my only. I think I have that one, and I think that's the only one I think I have actually for Pokemon games. Yeah, that's the only game I have. We have Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Stop whining. Gosh. He doesn't need any. I don't know why he whines all the time. He just wants attention. New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. Come here. Here's my dog. What's the matter with you, boy? Super Mario Bros. Wonder. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. Super Mario World and Bowser's Fury. Super Mario Odyssey. By the way, guys, this game is almost $5,000 now. I remember getting this game when it was only like MSRP. So I'm gonna open up the door. Maybe it's because it's getting hot. we have Monster Hunter Stories. This you got. This is the collection, which is 1 and 2. Got that version because the other one is... This one is Monster Hunter Stories 2. This one's got the physical edition. This one only has one as the physical edition. You have to download 2, so... Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. I got the whole franchise here. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. This is Torna, the Golden Country, which is actually a region-free version of the PEGI version. You couldn't get it in English for some odd reason. I don't know why. They never did English release of that DLC, so it's kind of annoying. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Again, another PEGI version, because they, for some odd reason, the English edition is like super expensive. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition, which I just picked that up. Persona 3 Portable. Yeah. That's the limited run version. Persona 4 Golden. That is, again, a limited edition. Those are both San Diego Comic-Con exclusive limited run games. Persona 4 Ultramax. Ultra Suplex Hold. This is the Japanese version, because it never came out in the US for Switch for some odd reason, only on digital. Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Strikers. Persona 5 Tactica. Bravely Default 2. Final Fantasy 1 through 6 collection. It's the Japanese Play Asia version. You can tell because of that. And because of that. Final Fantasy 7 Crisis Core. Final Fantasy 7, Final Fantasy 8 Twin Pack, which is a PEGI version because they never came out in the United States for physical releases of these, which is stupid. I don't know why. That's that. Final Fantasy 9 again. I believe this is the PEGI version. Yep. Because they never came out with a physical release in the United States for it. Final Fantasy X-10-2 HD Remaster. Final Fantasy 12 Zodiac Age. Dissidia Final Fantasy. It's the original Dissidia Final Fantasy 12. 012. Final Fantasy Tactics The War of the Lion. It's the remake. Final Fantasy PSP version. Final Fantasy IV, the complete collection, which actually has the after stories as well. It's exclusive to this and the phones, by the way. Final Fantasy VII, Crisis Core. This is Shin Megami Tensei. If I remember right, this is Devil Summoner. Stop whining, man. I'm not going to give you attention just because you want it. Persona 2, Eternal Punishment. I don't know why he's whining. Come here. Come here. Persona 3 Portable. The original Persona 3 Portable. I think he's just whining because I'm not giving him attention, which is weird because I just let him go to the bathroom before this video. Dragon Warrior. This is original Dragon Quest. This is the Devil Children, if I remember right. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Children. Never came to the States, but this is like their Pokemon version. When Pokemon got big. Shin Megami Tensei 2, the original. And then Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, which is, I think, Legend of Mana, or it could be the Romancing Saga. I think this is the Romancing Saga 1. Before it became Romancing Saga. All right, let's look at these Vita games now. All right, World of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy X-10-2. Persona 4 Golden. This is the original Golden. Not the original game, but the original Golden. The rare game of Assassin's Creed Chronicles. This is like $40. Most people don't know about this. This is the 2-day version game. earplugs. It's like changes the size for like ear stuff. I don't know why I have that there. Getting into 3DS territory. So we got Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. Persona Q, Shadow of the Labyrinth. Persona Q2, New Cinema Labyrinth. Bravely Default, the original. There's the remaster coming. I don't know if I'll get that one just because of the code. Bravely Second End Layer. Final Fantasy Explorers. Final Fantasy 3. That's the remake. Also exclusive to DS, and then you got a phone version too, which wasn't that good. Final Fantasy 4 remake. Also, same thing. And the original Final Fantasy on the NES. Must have been just because he was hot, because it is. He quieted it down real quick when I turn on or open up the door. All right, so I'm gonna go through these for you guys here. Just because I can. So yeah, right here we got Minecraft, Persona 3 Portable, the Xbox version, Persona 3 Reload, Persona 4 Golden. These are limited runs, both of those, and then that one's what that is. Persona 5 Tactica, Lost Judgment, which is part of the Yakuza franchise, and then we got Lost Judgment 2, wherever it is. Then we got, that was on the PS4. Then we got Like a Dragon Yakuza, which is where the game becomes an RPG. And they got Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, its sequel. Mass Effect Legendary Edition, that's Mass Effect 1, 2, 3 remake. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Halo Infinite, Xenoblade Chronicles X, that's the Wii U version. Tokyo Mirage Session FE, which is Fire Emblem Cross, that's the Wii U version. So we will pull those all out real quick. All right, so these ones I got to keep in an order. FYI to myself. And the reason why is because I do not like to have these ones messed up. Now, here are some grails again. This is $150 to $200 right here. This is Persona Shin Megami Tensei, the original PSP version. It's the remake, technically remaster. It's the collector's edition too. And then you got Shin Megami Tensei 2, Innocent Sin, the PSP remastered. Sonic Origins plus Sonic Mania, which gives you like all the games right here on Origins, and this is that new game. Sonic Colors Ultimate, Spyro, Reignite Trilogy, CTR, Crash Team Racing, Nitro Fuel. All right. And you got Crash Bandicoot, Insane Trilogy, which is the first 3 games. Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time. Ratchet and Clank. Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Tomb Raider 20th year celebration, which is Tomb Raider 2. The reboot franchise. And we got Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Assassin's Creed Chronicles, another really rare one. And there's Lost Judgment. No, this is just Judgment. The other one was Lost Judgment. So, don't know why I have those ones separated, but whatever. Yakuza 0. And then we got Kiwami Yakuza, which is the remake. Yakuza Kiwami 2. The Yakuza Remastered Collection, which I believe is 3, 4, and 5. Yakuza 6. And Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Shin Megami Tensei 3. Soul Hackers 2. Woo! Dizzy, dizzy, dizzy. And then we got a limited run version of PS Persona 3 Portable. Persona 3 Reload. Persona 4 Golden. That's the limited run. Persona 5. Persona 5 Royal, which is the upgrade. Persona 5 Tactica. Persona 5 Strikers. Persona 4 Suplex Ultra Hold. This is, again, Japanese exclusive. Never came out on PS4 for a physical edition for some odd reason. Persona 3 Dancing in the Moonlight. Persona 5 Dancing in the Stars. And then here's the collector's edition, which is holds both of them. The only way you can get Persona 4 Dancing in the Stars digitally, which never came out physically, stateside, other than through, I believe, the Vita. And again, this one is the collector's edition. So this is the only way you can get it physically for 4. All right. Let's go through here. These are some PS3 games now, okay? Final Fantasy X-10-2 HD Remaster. Final Fantasy 13. Final Fantasy 13-2. Final Fantasy 13-2. This is the English, so Japanese, and this is the English. Final Fantasy Lightning Returns, which is 13-3. Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn. Alright. Final Fantasy 14 Realm Reborn. This has just got the difference in this little spot right there. Different version. Final Fantasy 14 Heaven's Ward. PS3 version. This is that same thing we've seen earlier. It's the Realm Reborn and the base game and the Heaven's Ward. HD, this is HD Remix 1.5 Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts HD Remix 2.5. And Star Ocean, The Last Hope International. Alright. That's the reason why I didn't want to do my collection series, because I knew how big it was. We got Nier, the original Nier version. Okay. Persona 5, original. Persona 4, Arena. Persona 4, Ultramax. So we got the PS3 version as physical, but you couldn't get it for the PS4. I don't know why. Trails of Cold Steel, the original. Trails of Cold Steel 2. Tales of Zestiria, or Zelaria. And Ni no Kuni, Wrath of the White Witch. The original. I have 2, but that's on the PS4, which is why you don't see down here. White Knight Chronicles International Edition. White Knight Chronicles 2, which actually includes the original White Knight Chronicles, but it's the definitive edition, which is interesting. Eternal Sonata. Now, this one is a grail. Assassin's Creed Original. Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. That includes all those games. Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed Enzo Trilogy. Includes all those games. Assassin's Creed Revelations. Assassin's Creed 3. Oh, that was Assassin's Creed 2, by the way. That's Assassin's Creed 3. Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag. Assassin's Creed, the Americans Collection. Includes all those. Assassin's Creed Rogue. Tomb Raider Trilogy. That's rare. Those are rare games. And then Uncharted 3, Drake's Deception. Game of the Year Edition, Uncharted Among Thieves 2. Uncharted Drake's Fortune. That's the original. Ratchet and Clank. Collector. This is collections. This, I believe, gives you all those games right there. This is the Jak and Daxter collection. It gives you all of them. And then Sonic Unleashed. The PS3 version of that game should be with that one. I don't know why it's not, but it's all good. All right. Sonic Generations. There's the original. Rayman Origins. Rayman Legends. All right, some Super Famicom. Yeah, Super Nintendo technically. All right, before I get to that one. Final Fantasy V is the original on the Super Famicom, Super Nintendo for Japan. Final Fantasy VI is the original, right? On the Super Famicom. Here's one of my most expensive games. It's probably $600 now, complete in box, in excellent condition, has everything in there. Final Fantasy III, which is actually Final Fantasy VI here in the United States for the Super Nintendo. I got it absolutely for free because I had Sword and Sword credits. I got it for like $400, but I didn't have to pay a dime on that one, even though I technically did. All right. Now we get into the Xbox games, and then you got PS2 back there. All right, and this is the last bit here. All right. These ones I can kind of just do this. Okay, that's what we're going to do. We got Knights of the Old Republic, Fable, The Lost Chapters. This is the original, if I remember right. Or is this the remake? No, this is the original. You got Halo, Game of Year Edition. Halo 2, Halo 2 Multiplayer Map Pack. Final Fantasy... 11. This is Vadal Collection. This is another one, which is Vadal Collection 2, I think. That's Final Fantasy 11. Then we got Final Fantasy 13, Final Fantasy 13 2. And then we got Lightning Returns, Final Fantasy, Star Ocean, The Last Hope. This is the not international version, because the original was only on Xbox. Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Ultramax, Fable Anniversary, this is the remake, Fable 2, Fable 3, Tomb Raider Underworld, Halo Wars, Halo Reach, Halo Anniversary, Combat Evolved, this is the remake, Halo 3, Halo ODST, Halo 4, Gears of War, Judgment, this is the first one, I think, Gears of War 2, Gears of War 3, Crash, Mind Over Mutant. And then we got World of Final Fantasy Maxima, which is the upgraded version. Final Fantasy Type 0 HD, Final Fantasy 16 or 15, Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition. I think this is the Day 1 edition. It is Day 1 edition. Elder Scrolls Online Gold Edition, Skyrim Special Edition, Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, which is the fourth game. Assassin's Creed Origins, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Syndicate, Assassin's Creed Unity, Halo, the Master Chief Collection, which includes everything up to 4, but because I had the DLC from Game Pass, it includes ODST and I believe 4, or ODST and Reach, I think. Yep. Halo 5, Guardians, Halo Wars 2, the offshoot games, Gears of War Ultimate Edition, Gears of War 4, Gears 5, and this is the PC version of Final Fantasy XI, Vadal Collection. This, again, PC version of the collection, but different version. Final Fantasy 14, the original before they took it offline. This is the only way you can get it is physical now. I wish they would do like a patch update that would give you the original, and I'd go back to playing this probably. Really rare, really sought after, even though you can't really do anything with it. That's how rare it is. And then you got the Realm Reborn on PC. All right, so let me get these guys out, and we will get into my back part. Here are the PS2 games. Whew. Almost done, guys. Surprised if you guys have made it this far. I'm surprised because statistically you probably won't. All right. Yeah, got some more grails coming up here, guys. Just FYI. All right. All right. Crash, the Wrath of Cortex, which is 4. Crash Insanity, which is 5. Crash the Titans, 6. The other one was Mino Mutant, 7. Spyro Enter the Dragonfly, which was 4. Spyro Heroes is 5. And then this is the reboot at the 6, 7, 8. But these are some real bangers here. These are all really rare, really solid after expensive games here. But this is the Legend of Spyro, A New Beginning, Legend of Spyro, The Eternal Night, and Legend of Spyro's Dawn of Dragon. The PS3 version is super rare, by the way, if you ever get that. We got Rayman 2 Revolutions, Rayman Arena, Rayman 3, and we got Ratchet and Clank. I think this is going Commando. Final Fantasy 7 Dregs of Cerebus, Final Fantasy 10, Final Fantasy X-2, which is the originals. We got Final Fantasy 11, those collections again. This is Chain of Vicinity. Again, another collection. This is the original Final Fantasy 11, by the way. Yeah. Really hard to find this one, by the way. Expensive, too. Then, yes, we got the Zodiac System International Final Fantasy 12. This is the Japanese exclusive version of it. And then we got Final Fantasy 12 Collector's Edition, Final Fantasy 12. And then we have Kingdom Hearts Original, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 2 Original. And then we got Dragon Quest 7, Journey. Oh, no, that's 8. I guess the other one was 7. This is 8. This is Journey of the Cursed King. Star Ocean Till the End of Time. This is the Director's Cut, which is Japanese exclusive. But this is interesting. That's Star Ocean Till the End of Time, Director's Cut. Valkyrie Profile 2, Soleria. Grandia 2. Grandia 3. And another one, which is a Holy Grail. This is Shin Megami Tensei Persona 3. It's extremely rare to find. That's the original. It's about $100, $150. And this is Fez, which is another $50. This is Persona 3. Persona 4, Shin Megami Tensei Persona 4. This is the original Persona 4. Xenosaga, Xenosaga 2, Xenosaga 3, all rare grails. This is like a $200, $300 game. Same with this one. This is like a $50 game. And we got Suikoden 3 and Suikoden 4. These are grails, really expensive. This is like $70, $80. No, this is like $100, and this is like $70, $80. And then we got Grandia 3 Extreme. I don't know why Grandia X Extreme is way over here when it should be over here by that, but whatever. And then you got Legend of Legia 2. And we got Tomb Raider Anniversary Edition, and then we got the Tomb Raider Angel of Darkness and Lara Croft Tomb Raider Legend, and then finally to wrap it up we got Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles the original, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles the Crystal Bearer, and Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Echoes, which are really rare, Rayman Raven Rabbits, and Rayman Raven Rabbits TV. That is my entire collection. Sorry it was very unprofessional, but you know what? There you guys go. That is my entire collection of video games. Now for me to put all this back, which is going to be really annoying. All right, so guys, bye.